Podcast New York.
What's up, Dueling Decades? This is Wax. Peace to all you guys, and thanks for having me on the show. Will it be the 90s or the 80s? Beanie Babies or Crack Babies? Will it be Nirvana or Madonna? Maybe Britney, maybe Whitney. Do you like new metal or new wave? Dave Grohl or Super Dave? I don't know. But now the battle begins. Dueling Decades. Let's see who wins.
Dueling Decades.
All right, Man Crush, you picked up a point. You tie up this game. You take control of the board. Where are we going next, man?
All right, let's see if I do this right, because with live, it's a little bit different, but let's go television. All right, so let's go May 6, 1974. And we've covered some like television network snafus on the show before, and you could file this one with the rest of those. So this show, it actually premiered in March of 1973 on CBS, and it was initially a ratings juggernaut. CBS aired this game show at 9:30 in the morning every day, and it was absolutely destroying the competition at the time. So at the same time, NBC was looking for a way to get back into the ratings game with their own game show, Jeopardy. And for years, Jeopardy was like one of the most watched game shows on television, but the ratings were starting to dip. So in December of 1973, NBC moved Jeopardy from their typical noon slot, where it had been for years, to a new time slot, 9:30 a.m. So with all the excitement of the move to 9:30, Jeopardy started to kill CBS's game show in that 9:30 slot. And after 3 months of their ratings sagging, CBS just decided to cancel the show altogether, because that, you know, it's only 3 months. If I can get rid of it, which is hilarious because NBC canceled Jeopardy in January of 1975. So it, like, you couldn't wait that out. Like, you didn't know that was going to happen. But it's just like a TV pick I had a couple months ago when I had Three's Company, where ABC swooped right in and they stole the show. On May 6th of 1974, on its new time slot at 2 p.m., Dick Clark hosts $10,000 Pyramid, or Pyramid as I like to call it, because it's gone from $10,000 to $20,000 to $25,000 to $50,000. And now it's $100,000 Pyramid. And over the years, it's crazy. It's gone all over the place. Like Pyramid, it switched from CBS to ABC, from ABC to syndication, back to CBS, then back to syndication, then to the Game Show Network, and now it's back on ABC again. So mark your calendars, because this one's got legs, Dave Schultz. May 26th is the season debut, with Michael Strahan as the host now of the show. Listen, this is a captivating show. Mike Ranger and I were at Podcast New York Studios last night, and I told him I was going to pick Pyramid tonight. And we got stuck on a Pyramid rabbit hole, like for an hour straight, just watching these little clips of the show. If you've never watched a show before, it's basically, there's two teams, both comprised of a celebrity and a contestant. And each round, one player gets to select from one of 6 categories. And one of the contestants has 30 seconds to convey clues to the other contestant about whatever that item might be. And that contestant needs to guess as many as possible. It's simple, it's genius, and it's crack. Like if you watch one on YouTube, you just keep going. And the ones with Dick Clark are gold. We watched one last night where he was literally, the lady said something as the buzzer sounded, and he came running over and she thought she won. And he's like, nope. So go watch that video. It's fantastic. Everyone's heart is in their stomachs at that point. It's not quite as cool as Dueling Decade, but it is legit. But we got the premiere of Dick Clark's $10,000 Pyramid on ABC.
What's it going to be called this time? Like the 4 Bitcoin Pyramid?
1 Bitcoin. It's going to be Dogecoin.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, the one Dogecoin, rocket to the moon.
All right, Drew Zachman, what did you bring for the television round?
All right, so this one was kind of a big deal. I remember watching it, but May 10th, NBC aired the inauguration of newly elected leader Nelson Mandela. And I'm just kidding.
I would have given you this round without even hearing Mark.
Oh, really? Damn it. I should have maybe researched that one more. But this one's actually a little This one's actually a little sad for me. So it actually marked the end of a show that my dad and I love watching. We love watching it so much. We actually have the DVD set. I have it right here. I'm talking about The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. I love that show. It only aired 27 episodes, which is very short, but holy shit, those 27 those episodes were glorious. The show starred the incomparable Bruce Campbell, who played the title character, who was a Harvard-educated lawyer who became a bounty hunter who was hired by a group of wealthy industrialists to track and capture the outlaw John Bly and his gang. Now, the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. is so much fun. I mean, if you guys know Bruce Campbell, I mean, you know everything he does is pretty much amazing. And so this show actually came about thanks to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which obviously is an amazing movie. What happened was the executives at Fox looked back at some old shows and found like a lot of them fell into kind of two genres, Westerns and science fiction, which gave them the idea to combine the two, which is what they did in Briscoe County. And they actually, so kind of tying some things together here, they actually used the old episodes of Maverick for inspiration on using humor in the genre for Briscoe County. So I give you the very last episode of Briscoe County Jr., High Treason Part 2, which aired on May 22nd, 1994, much to my chagrin. Good show. Check it out.
Pretty cool show, man. Can't
Sure
go wrong
is.
with Bruce Campbell.
Nope.
All right, guys. So for my television offerings, it's May 8th, 1984. We're going to settle in to watch a couple episodes of Happy Days. Now, this is a two-part episode called Passages, Part 1 and Part 2, the 249th and 250th episode of Happy Days. Now, these two episodes, of course, serve as the series finale for the legendary TV show, although 5 more previously unaired episodes would air out of continuity later on NBC during the summer of 1984. So Happy Days was ranked in the top 5 Nielsen ratings for 3 straight years, peaking at number 1 for the 1976-77 season. But by 1984, the show had plummeted to number 63 in the ratings. The series finale was filmed at the famous Stage 19 Paramount Pictures Studios where they filmed Happy Days, the same stage believed to be haunted by Lucille Ball's wardrobe lady. In the series finale, Joni says yes when Chachi finally pops the question. Then the entire gang gets together one last time to prepare for the wedding. Fonzie becomes a dad, but not for the reason you think. He decides to adopt Danny, his little brother from the Big Brother Big Sisters program. Now, Potsy and Ralph are the only 2 characters from the original cast who didn't attend Joni and Chachi's wedding. Excuse me. Naturally, Fonzie was Chachi's best man at the wedding. And one kind of like final awkward moment for Happy Days, if there wasn't enough of those on the show already, in his toast to the newlyweds, Howard mentions that both of our children are married now, he says, completely forgetting about their oldest son, Chuck. Now, if you remember, Richie was married by phone in season 8 after Ron Howard left the show. But, you know, they totally forgets about Chuck. What happened to him, man? So it's the series finale of Happy Days, May 1984. Just a landmark moment in television history. All right, Joe Findlay, it is time for your ruling on the television round. What you got?
Oh, man. It's an interesting one. Mark, right off the bat with our dear friends at Happy Days. Did you know there was a show where a guy actually jumped over a shark? And it was the best one. No,
It was Happy Days.
I know, man. Just that one loses me only because it was such a fizzle at the end. It was such a weird, like nobody was there. It's like showing up late to a party and all the people you know from the party, like it's a friend of a friend type thing, and all the people you know have already gone home, and now you're just stuck with all the, like, who are all these people? That's what that one was. Yep. And sorry. What else do we got? We got Man Crush and the $10,000 Pyramid. Great show, tons of legs, just like you said. Now it's $100,000 or whatever it is. It's a fun game. I like a fun, simple game show. It's a good background thing to have on, you know. I like Jeopardy and things where you got to be smart and you got to have a skill set, but it's also just fun to watch ones like that sometimes. And then Briscoe County Jr., another good one. I love Bruce Campbell. The creator behind the show, like you said, he did Indiana Jones, he did Tales from the Crypt, he did all sorts of cool stuff. I wasn't in love with that show, and again, it just kind of, it was on and it was gone. It's close. I think I'm gonna have to go with Man Crush and the $10,000 Pyramid. It's just because it's still on the air, and I do love that kind of story when something kind of gets crapped on by the networks because of low ratings, and then somebody has a little more faith and it comes in, scoops it up, and it becomes a big deal. So that's why I go there.